Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. I hope you're excited. We're going to put you in the festive spirit. We're launching a brand new one-day special, and nobody can make you feel Christmassy better than the wonderful Hayley Smith.
Really?
Hello.
Okay, well, okay, I'll try.
You are the craft store's Mrs. Santa Claus, because how many years have you
all of them.
heralded in?
Every single Christmas Eve. I'm the only one who'll come in.
No.
I'm only kidding.
It's because you are effectively our lucky charm for Christmas, I think.
Well, I don't know about that.
We won't let anyone else do this show.
Well, because nobody else will come in.
We just wait.
No, they will. It's fine.
Hayley's
We're going to have a lovely time. But we've brought you a fantastic, it's so big, it's amazing.
No, this really is.
Fantastic one-day special.
It's the Fabazine, but a Fabazine like we've never seen it before. Firstly, just explain the concept with the Fabazine.
Okay, so a Fabazine is a magazine that comes with a huge printed piece of fabric. It's usually 2 meters by 1.5 meters, and it has all of those elements printed on there ready to go. So you cut them out, you sew them together as the instruction book tells you, and then you come out with 12 finished projects. But what we've done this time is, because we've been asked for them, a lot of the patterns from the Fabazine, so basically all of the patterns from all of the Fabazines. So that's 9 Fabazines, 12 projects in each. There are a couple that couldn't be translated because there were things like weaving looms and things like that. Yeah. So I think there's at least 90 projects on there. There's a huge amount of projects, and even the things like the quilting templates, which were originally either plastic or acrylic templates, they've been converted to paper templates, so you can even kind of keep printing those out and do all the quilting templates as well. So
when you think about all the... I can't believe there's been 9 Fabazines.
There's been 9 Fabazines. 9
Fabazines. But I remember when it all first started. But having all of these in one bundle, and that saving is phenomenal. $44.96, like 50% saving. Because
each of the Fabazines on their own, on a USB, is $9.99, I think. $9.99, yeah. Excellent. So each of them individually is $9.99. That gets you the booklet and the pattern stick, and then away you go, and you can make as many as you like from that. But what we've done is we've put all of those patterns onto one USB, and that's where we can bring you the saving, because I'm not having to put 9 individual USBs in there. That's where I can give you that amazing saving, because everything will be on one USB, like this black one that we've got here, and there will be kind of sticker on it that says "Craft Yourself Silly," so you'll know that it's ours and it's the Fabazines. So
is this just representing what will be on the USB?
Yeah, you're getting all the booklets as well. You're getting proper booklets, so you can kind of flick through them and you know, go back and forth to them. But what you're getting is repeatable patterns now, because when we do the Fabazines, it's printed for you. You get to do it once, and then that's it. But with this, you're getting to repeat those patterns over and over and over again.
Well, should we just... look, I've just picked up one of the Fabazines at random. So this is issue number 4. Oh, dear, this elephant. I remember the elephant.
He's down the corner. He's on the side there.
Oh,
he's a big lad. You can't miss him.
So there's your elephant. This gives you an idea of the kind of projects that you could be making. But obviously, you dictate the fabric that you use. Dip into your stash, or maybe get some fabric from us during a happy hour if you want to get a bargain. But then let's flick through then. So we're going to get these booklets.
Yes, so you're going to get a booklet for every Fabazine. So you're going to get 9 booklets, and then you're going to get one USB with all of those patterns on. So it'll give you print-outable patterns. So you can do these on your normal A4 printer. Everything's been resized for A4, so you don't need to, you know, then go and take it and blow it up. If it's a large piece, like it's a fat quarter size like that one there, it's actually been done over 3 or 4 pages, and it shows you where to stick them together to get everything kind of fitting together right, but it's all sorted for you. But Josh has done a lot of work, yes.
Wow. Messenger bag in there as well, so you've got all of that's just one Fabazine. I think I actually skipped over a few pages at the beginning.
There's around 90 projects in total on the stick. I would say a minimum of 90. There's probably more, because I know there's a few that we haven't been able to replicate because they were either, you know, they were a fixed piece of MDF or something, or fixed piece of plastic. But so everything else is in there.
That was one project. So I want to reiterate what you were getting here. All the booklets that you're seeing, so all 9 issues of the Fabazine will be sent to you. So 9 magazines will be sent to you. But then you're going to get your USB with all the patterns every pattern, barring just a couple that wouldn't translate across, will be stored onto your pen drive. That will be included in the mix as well, and you get that all sent out to you, so it means that you can use it time and time again.
Yeah, these are all as PDFs, so you can use them on any operating system. It is literally kind of plug in and print out. That's all you need to do.
I'm thinking, like, could we print onto like calico then and just
Yeah, I mean, I know Joe's showed you how to put fusible webbing on the back of calico and print it out, so absolutely, yes, you could print them in theory straight onto fabric if you wanted to.
So, you know, you've got a lot of scope here. It has never ever been seen this way before with the Fabazine. I know Fabazine's been immensely popular, but the fact that Hayley's bringing you all 9 issues, you will get the physical copies of the magazine plus the USB with all of the patterns. You are saving 50%. 22.48 today.
I've just done some maths.
Go on.
I think you're getting about 50 pence per project.
That's some good maths.
Because it's 45, well, let's call it £45. There's at least 90 on here. I know there's at least 90 on there. So it's just under 50 pence a project.
All right, and when we say 50 pence a project, again, I will just show this to you. That will be 50 pence to make your elephant. Look at the size and the quality.
You can make as many elephants as you want for your 50 pence in theory, because all of the patterns we've made, so they are ours, and we are happy to have an angel policy on them, as in if you make them, you can then go on and sell them.
Okay, if that's not your cup of tea, what about this? On your wrist.
It's an amazing pin cushion, that, isn't it?
So you've got your, oh, there you go, I've got it on.
It's a stitch o'clock.
A stitch, what time is it? It's stitch o'clock. You've got for all your pin cushions. Now, I've got to tell you something else, because we've hit that magic 6 o'clock hour, which means a very special event has started here at the craft store as well. If you're a Freedom member, you're going to get an additional 10% saving. Now, it's automatically going to happen as a Freedom member. So on top of the price here that you're seeing, you're going to save a further 10%.
That's 45 pence a pattern. Maths.
Now, can I just say that includes everything on our website, everything on the show, everything up until 8 a.m. on Boxing Day. You'll be able, as Freedom members, be able to get a further 10% off. So my advice, if you had your eye on anything, and think about large ticket items too, further 10% off. If you're looking at something like, say, a sewing machine that's a few £100s, you know, you're going to get significant savings there. But if you are not a Freedom member, now is the time to become a Freedom member, because everything will have further 10% off. But that takes the price down. So £44.95 will take the price down to just over £40.
Yep, £40 and about 45 pence.
For everything here is amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
I think enough from me. Let's actually see this in action. If you do have any questions, please get in touch, studio@thecraftstore.com. Hayley, take it away.
Okay, so super easy. We're going to literally do a plug in and play on this one. So if you pop it into your computer, doesn't matter if it's a Mac or if it's a PC, it will work exactly the same way. So you plug it in, and then your disc, I'll just see if I can make this a bit bigger for you. There you go, it'll pop up there, and then what you'll see is the disc, which will be called Fabazine, and then you've got your paper projects for each issue there. So for example, I've got issue 2 magazine next to me here. So let's go and find one of the ones from there. So all I need to do is double click on that. It will automatically open it up in whatever browser that you've got for PDFs. So all you need to do is double click on it. Let me make this bigger as well. There you go. And these are all sized to A4 size. Now, if there are projects in there that just require rectangles, we've actually just printed the sizes on there, so you've got them and you can just cut those out and away you go.
But I love this. If you just, Hayley, if you just go up to the top for a second. No, yeah, there you go. So start scrolling down.
Okay.
So you think about the project. So we've got mug organisers, the mug organiser template, lunch bag templates there, the lotus storage templates, a forest sewing pouch template, cushion template alone. I mean, those alone, those few projects alone, you would think if you were to buy the patterns for those individually, you've pretty much covered yourself.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And a Fabazine in its own right is £50. It's $49.95. It's a big project. You know, it's 12 projects, and that's still quite good value in its own right, because each of those works out at, you know, a couple of pounds per project. But what you've got in this one, for example, we've got the turtle one here. So let me see if I can find the turtle in the book. Okay. And you can see all of those shapes and sizes that you need ready to print on A4 size. So you can literally from here just go to print it, and then it'll pop you up a little print window. I'm sorry I can't make these any bigger, but if you did want to make it bigger or smaller, from this point on, you'll actually see that it has an option to custom scale it as well. So you just select the pages you want to print, and then you can scale them up or down to make even larger or even smaller projects as well. So you've got a lot of flexibility with this as well. So you've got the turtle there. Well, I had the template, so let me see if I can find the project in here.
This is the size of the turtle that you're able to make, and really nice opportunity for a bit of embroidery detail as well.
Yeah, so this one, that one's been done with hand embroidery. There's another one just around the corner, around the front, and that's done with machine embroidery. So you can see kind of 2 or 3 different ways to do this, and you can put as much or as little into it as you want. So that one's done on a machine, just kind of, you know, kind of like a square spiral almost, going in and in for each one of the segments on the shell to create that effect. You can hand stitch it. You can really kind of play with these as much or as little as you like. So you're going to get your booklet, and all of your instructions will be in your booklet. So that's all laid out, ready to go for you. And all you're going to need to do is hop onto your computer and just go ahead and print out those templates. You can see here the ones I'm scrolling through.
And then
these are all the bits that you need for your turtle, and away you go.
Pick the fabrics. Now, we had a happy hour earlier on with some lovely sort of batik fabrics, and I think they would work very well.
That'd be beautiful for this,
wouldn't it? Like a green batik.
Yeah, absolutely perfect for this. Yeah. So there's absolutely tons on there, and each issue is all put together in one kind of document. So you can see on this one, there's 37 pages for issue 2. So the spiral carbon, this is one that I was telling you about, where they're all sized for A4, and they will join together, because what Josh has done is he's put little kind of markers on there. So, you know, you can join on A to B, B to C, and you'll be able to cut these out and match them all up and actually create your documents that you need, or your patterns that you need, out of A4, which is a really handy thing to be able to do. So on the bigger bits, they're already sized for you to be able to stick them together. You've got things like the noughts and crosses. I know this is one of your favourites because it looks like one of your uncles. I have put it out there for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little pouch, and it's over on that side. And it gives you the little patterns, so you can trace these onto your fabric to create the little game bag. And then it gives you the sizes and shapes of the pieces. Now, if you don't want to use these, you can always use something like buttons as well. So you can really have a bit of good fun with these as well. Yeah. So these are all stitched, so you can add eyebrows into them. So you can add the angry eyebrows in, making them cross, or the happy eyebrows.
So it should be not noughts and crosses, but happy and crosses. Yeah,
sort of. Yeah, we kind of pushed it a little bit, maybe.
That's cute. Love that. So just go show the diversity of projects. Now I've got a question for you. If I pop this down. Say the beach scene here, how that works? So you just print out the design?
I think that one's in here as well, actually, luckily, so we can scooch up to that. There we go. So this is all of the bits that you'll need for the beach scene.
Oh, wow.
So you've got all of your applique templates there, ready to be cut out. And you see that's the car there.
The luggage, yeah.
And then that's the car actually used within the scene. So all of your elements are on here, and you can print those out, cut them, and put them onto either that background, because the background does come with it as well, because there's all of your kind of applique pieces. If I scooch further along, again, he's done it so you can cut it all and stick it back together. That full kind of beach background is on there as well, so you can either trace it onto a piece of fabric, or you can actually kind of cut it out and then start putting it elements back in and putting it together as a, background in its own right.
What's impressing me, Hayley, is we've looked at 2 projects sort of in depth, the turtle and the beach scene. You saw, and actually this spiral as well, that spiral template.
Yes, yeah.
So look at how many, on each project, how many pages and pages you are getting so as a resource to work. And when you consider that within this you're getting over 90 projects, we've looked at 3. And you're seeing, and I've got to tell you, 20% of the one-day special has gone, and there's some limited, did you say limited editions in there? Or?
No, not particularly in that one. We are discontinuing 1 to 4 at the end of this year.
Right.
Just because we've got to make space for new ones. We've got to.
So
1
last
to 4
opportunity to get 1 to 4.
Yes, 1 to 4, that's your last opportunity to get them. Now we do have a few available as the full Fabazine with the fabric and everything. I've got these ones here. Let me just shuffle that out of the way a little bit.
So, and the way the Fabazine works, you don't just get the actual magazine, but you get a huge panel with all the projects and everything else that you need, not just a panel.
It is massive. Yeah. So everything that you see, there's usually one project that's in there that's designed for you to use up your scraps, but everything other than that, and all of the little extra bits as well. So all the zips, all the bits of, maybe it's hook and loop tape that's in there, maybe it's bias binding that's in there. Anything that you need is in there. So we have, and I know there are singles to low double figures on each of these, so there are not tons. So if it's one you've missed, especially if it's 1 to 4, this will be a last opportunity to get it. So we've got some Fabazine 2s. So there's a couple of the projects we've just been through, like the turtle. You've got the little pin cushion in there that is a hedgehog. Super, super cute, that one. There's actually 2 in there because I had a little bit of a gap left on the fabric, so I actually put 2 in there. So there's all sorts of fabulous projects in that. And you always get 12, and always lots. Actually, do you know what? If I just go this way round rather than that way round, I can have a look. There we go.
Oh,
so in this one, we've got the mug organizer, the weaving loom, the hedgehog pin cushion, the beach applique panel, which we've already seen, the jelly bean lunch bag, the quilted towel cushion cover, noughts and crosses, forest sewing pouch, embroidoodle, flappy turtle, lotus storage box, which is a whopper, and the spiral foundation backing as well. So you can see loads of fantastic projects within that one as well. Shall I keep going and do the rest of them? Okay, so we've got issue 3 as well. So these is where we got fancy with the backs, and you could see all the projects. So this is much easier. So we've used a slashing technique, and there's a cotton plant style cushion cover, which the cushion covers you can always convert into bags and things, because you know, we've kind of given you the back, we've given you enough fabric, you can always convert them into a bag if you want to. You've got the apron, which I know you've got hanging up behind you. You've got the reversible wash bag in there as well. There's always an embroidoodle in each of them, just to have a little bit of slow stitching in there. You've got your clamshell template, which is actually a quarter clamshell, and that is the same as a sample I've got just on the front here. Really, really simple to do, and I think sometimes if you struggle sewing those curves for a clamshell, this is a really nice way to work it, because you're actually just sewing squares. You're sewing squares with a curved bit and the kind of quarter circle in, and then those squares join together. So you do that square, then you do that square, and really, really simple way to do what looks like a quite complicated pattern. So that's a really, really good one. You've got your little tulips as well. You've got your little wallet, perfect for things like just taking a card out with you. It's got a little press stud as well to keep it all safe. You've got your little thread catcher, which is this one here. So it folds nice and flat like that. So if you're taking it with you to a class, or you're sewing somewhere other than your sewing room, and what you do is you pop it open like that, pop all your little bits of threads in as you're sewing, and then when you're finished, you're going to twist it and pop the top into the bottom, and that will keep them all safe and kind of not falling out all over the floor for you. So that's a really, really cute one as well. You've got the mug rugs to keep them nice warm. You've got your little duck doorstop, and you've got a kind of tablet. It can be a tablet rest, this one, if you put something quite stiff in, like a grey board, or it can just be an organiser that you can fold over and pack everything away. So that's number 3.
Let me just show you, before we move on, let me just show you, because
Oh,
we
the
talked
apron.
about the apron. So,
Can I
mean,
just
how
say
much-
I'm glad you're not wearing it, because I didn't factor in boys wearing this apron. And yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Just for that alone, I would whack that on. But look, so you got the apron, but I mean, how much would you pay just for that apron? Now, you got the fabric, so within the Fabazine, if you go for the Fabazine itself, and that's down here individually, issue number 3, you'll get all the fabric in there. But we will show this in the actual one-day special as well. And if I pop this down, another one of the projects you mentioned, I think it's just down here, is the duck. So if I pick that up, I mean, that's cute too.
Yeah, so this
There's
one's
a
a little
duck.
kind of duck doorstop, and his nose will rest on the floor as well, as if he were eating peas.
Oh. So, yeah, okay. So that's issue number 3. Carry on.
Yes, so I've got issue number 5. I think 4's already gone, so we're going to go to number 5. So this one, you've got a fantastic bag in here. Now this one does have MDF handles on, but you can replace those if you want with another type of handle, or we still do have the handles available on the website somewhere. You've got the little origami dressers made from fabric, which you can then, we've added onto a little washing line, and then there's a garden applique scene to go with that. You've got a little patchwork puppy in there. You've got the quilting template for the Celtic knots. You've got a little sewing pouch, hot chocolate heat pad, takes you through how to do some smocking as well, which is another fantastic technique.
Finish smocking.
You've got your snippet alpaca, which is a really fantastic, really textured project as well. The butterfly brooches are absolutely beautiful. I know they're the first one in here. There you go. They're absolutely beautiful. So the background is in there, and you get a little bag of beads and embroidery flosses, so you can have a really kind of good fun go at that one. That's your Celtic knot one. There's your little paisley dog. And you can see we try to make the instructions as just as clear as we possibly can. So there's often quite a bit of space between them, because sometimes the pictures say more than the words do.
But you get these clear instructions within the USB as well. And obviously you're getting all the magazines in the one-day special.
Yeah, you've got the magazines, so you'll get exactly what I'm showing you here, but you're going to get that with the one-day special. You'll get the USB as well, so you can reprint those over and over again in terms of patterns, so you can make as many as you like.
Okay.
So you always get some suggested stitches for embroidoodles to kind of expand your stitch library. Hot chocolate heat pad. This is a really good one. This was one of the most popular kind of separated projects that we ever did.
Oh,
it was one of our best-selling ones. A little sewing pouch.
So how would that work, the hot chocolate heat pad? How would that work on the USB?
It gives you the size. It gives you the sizes of them, and it gives you, obviously you've got the design on here, so you would probably just, I would say, replicate that with brown fabrics and white fabrics to simulate the brown and the white chocolates that we've done on here. And then for the packaging, you can kind of make your own fun for the packaging. And again, when you go back to saying about Joe, when he puts his fuse web on the back of the calico and puts it through, you could always kind of print out your own chocolate wrapper type designs to add in there as well.
It could be Yanis's chocolate.
It could be.
Yeah, whatever you like.
It could be. There's the smocking. We've got the alpaca, so you can see there's loads of fantastic textures in that one. And then it shows you which order to put them together with. He hasn't just got some kind of weird beard.
And was alpaca based on Ben Floor Manager?
It wasn't, but it does look a little bit like him. So it tells you which bits to put down first to get the kind of correct layered effect on there. That's the tote bag. I'll just move it back in. Super, super cute and really kind of funky with those MDF handles in. It's your garden scene applique and your front pencil case as well. So that's number 5, I think. Yep, that's number 5. Got 6 next. Got a couple of these projects behind you as well, actually. So we've got the ouch pouch, which is this one here. Yeah, let's go this way around. There you go. It's got a bit crumpled because it's been squashed up in the car, but it's a little pouch. This is optional. I've just made her optional, so you don't have to have her in there. But it folds up into a little kind of square pouch.
Very fitting for
But
current
then
times.
it's like a first aid kit if you want it to be. So there you go. You've also got your scissor holder in there. Now, the scissor holder obviously is made from MDF, so that's one that possibly isn't included. But I will say that template, that shape, still massively usable for applique and things like that. So you've still got loads of options. You've got some of these samples over there, actually. You've got the bird. It's kind of a reverse quilting. So you're quilting the background. It's just next to the watch. White and green. That's the one.
Oh.
So this one, so good. You're quilting the background rather than the foreground on this, and it gives you such an amazing effect. Hang on, that one's in, that's one of the embroidery ones. I think that's in number 2. It's all right, Marcus, we'll catch up. It's all right. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
No, that was in number 3. Right, so this one, this is the one that we're talking about. And can you see how that kind of quilting the background is making all of those birds in the foreground really pop out and stand out? So you've got the little dragon as well in this one. You've got the picnic carrier, which you've got over there.
Has the dragon got a name?
Have you got the picnic carrier? Yeah, you have. Everything's a little bit squashed because it's been in the car. So we've got the little dragon as well. You've got a placemat in there. The bookmarks that I've got on here, these are all included as well. There's so much to make in each of these, but you've got templates for absolutely everything in the one-day special as well, remember. So that was number 5, and again, one of the most popular ones we've done.
I think it was 6.
Oh, sorry, it's 6. This is one of the most popular ones that we've ever done as well, the scrunch bag.
So we're on to 7 now?
No, this is still number 6. There's so many in each of them. You've got your dragon soft toy.
Oh, go back to the scrunchie. Sorry, go back to the scrunchie that you were saying was the most popular.
See, that's what it was like before it got squashed in the car.
Hayley, go back to scrunchie. You said it was most popular.
Scrunch bag, yeah, this one was one of our most popular ones. So it starts life as a great big circle, and because we are able to now convert these to make them into USBs as well, you can make these over and over again. And I know this was one of our most popular projects, but if you are getting number 6 as the printed panel, it actually shows you all the printed elements that are in here. And what we were able to do is match up exactly the pattern on the outside and the inside so that it matches up absolutely perfectly, and it gives you a kind of beautiful effect when you open it up as well.
Nice.
So we've got a couple of special edition ones. So the special edition ones, again, these aren't coming back either. So we've got the weaving one with the geometric zip pouch. So it shows you how to weave fabric to create your own fabric, and this is the kind of pattern you'll end up with. You know, like with the little cubes.
Yeah.
Where you end up, effectively it's a hexagon, but because you've got 1 diamond on the top and 2 different coloured diamonds on the side, it looks like lots of little cubes. So, and then you've got a template in there to make a woven basket. You have a chunky rug, and this is brilliant for scraps and things, and just kind of mixing and matching the sizes that you work with to create a really interesting design. And then you've got your woven bag. You've got a little beehive that it comes with and gives you all these tips to work with different kind of woven stitches to be able to add those as well. And then you've got your pom-pom loom, little mini pom-pom loom, which when you first start out, it'll end up looking like that. It'll end up looking like, effectively like a little coaster that you could never use because it's too bobbly. But then what you do is if you snip in between them in a kind of spiral type fashion, what you end up with is a little string of pom-poms, which you can then add on to the scissor keep project that we've put in there. Can you see the little string of pom-poms that's been added onto there? So it kind of is allowing you to create your own accessories as well, this one. I never got to do you know what? I never got to do this one because that was the day when I was in for the launch, and then I got pinged, and Joe had to come and step in for me, and I never got to do this one. I got to do like a few projects the night before, but the loads of projects I never got to finish on this one.
Were you ill? You managed to avoid?
I just got pinged. I didn't actually have COVID.
No.
I just got pinged and sent home.
Do you know what I kind of feel with this? It is a banquet for crafters.
Yeah,
Can you imagine how much is available? We're really busy considering it is, look, it's Christmas Eve, and you'd be forgiven if you're watching something else. But the fact that 1/3 of the stock of the one-day special has gone, I think the best thing to do And I will break this down, but I'm really conscious of the fact, because we've never brought this to you before, this is the first time you've been able to get all issues of the Fabazine 1 to 9, and issues 1 to 4, by the way, will be retired at the end of the year, so it's your last opportunity to get issues 1 to 4. But not only that, so you're getting the physical copies of the magazines, but you're also going to get the USB with all of the files on there as well. I think, can we just see the USB again?
Start again from the beginning.
What I'd love to do is, just so people can appreciate how much is on there. I mean, how many elements you're getting for one project, and we're saying there's about 90 projects on there?
Yeah, I think there's, well, 12 times 9 is 108. But I know there are a few that just didn't translate. So I'm going to say at least 90. I think it's more about the 95, 96 mark. I think we've only lost maybe
yourself.
1 or 2 here and there.
So we get this home, we plug it into our computer.
You plug it into your computer. So you usually, if you plug it into your computer, your disk will just automatically load up to something like this. This is a Mac. It will work equally well on a PC, but it'll pop. I don't know how to make my letters bigger. I wish I did.
It's okay.
So what you'll then do, and you've got issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go for 5 this time. So you just double click on it, and your computer will bring it up in some format, because every computer can open a PDF, and that's why we've put it in this format. And then you'll be able to scroll through. Your first page is always anything that isn't a specific size. So if it's just a square or a rectangle, it doesn't really need me to draw you a box to make that size rectangle. We've put it on the front there. Okay. Then after that, you start getting all of your project pieces. So
and
this
all
is
the
your
templates
sewing
have been
pouch.
signed for A4?
A4. So, you know, everybody's usually got an A4 printer. Yeah. Something that you can, you know, just
so no
pop in.
resizing, rehashing or anything like that? It's all
it will come out. You may have to stick some pages together.
All right, that's okay.
But it is designed to work on A4. So they're your 3 pieces for your sewing pouch template. I'm just trying to get the right. There we go, this one here, and then I'll have the instructions to go with it, and you'll be able to see it side by side, and hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense.
So this is how you'd work. You've got your instructions step by step in the magazines, and the USB has got your files that you're printing off.
So if you look at that shape that's there, that is what we're getting over these 3 pages. So on your first page, you can see, let me just see if I can zoom this out a little bit. There we go, that's a little bit better, isn't it? So there's your first page, which is giving you this piece here. Yeah, we just see that. And then your second page.
Oh wait, just show the first page.
First page is this piece here. Second page is here, that little pointy bit, which if I just scooch that up, you can see that's it there. Third page
which is that last
is this last piece on the side there. So you're going to cut those out, stick them together. Obviously Josh has put letters on there, so you can see exactly which piece goes on to which piece, so you can line it up.
And we just follow the step-by-step instructions.
Absolutely. And if you want to kind of cut them out and do them different colours, like we've got on this one here, then you can do that if you want to. If you don't want to, then just do it all in one piece, and then one piece on the front and one piece on the back. When you fold it up, it will naturally create the 2 different colours on there. So,
do you know, this is a really nice opportunity to dip into your stash. So think about all those lovely fabrics that you have. Breathe new life into them by maybe making, say, a hippo. Or we can make a beautiful bag here. We've got the elephant. I mean, there are characters. There's wonderful floral fabric flowers as well. So there is an awful lot going on. We're saying minimum of 90 projects. You will have more within the collection. You're going to get all 9 Fabazines, and you're getting all the files as well. So the way it works, you're reading a magazine, you just print off the file that you need, or the templates that you need, and then you follow the instructions in your Fabazine. $22.48 is your first flexi payment if you do want to split the price in half. But I've got to stress, if you're a Freedom member, automatically you're going to be saving a further 10%. So a further £10 saving for Freedom members. That now is going to last all the way through till 8 a.m. on Boxing Day. So with the Freedom, or as a Freedom member, everything on any show and on our website right now, you are going to save 10%. Go to town. It doesn't have to be a Freedom product. So you'll see we haven't got a Freedom price, a special Freedom price on here. Just anything that on our website or on live shows, you're going to save further 10%. Okay, we've got more for you. Proggy. Yeah, we love Proggy. Talk to us a bit about Proggy.
This is what we kind of first off started doing in the craft industry, and it still is one of our most popular items on certain big websites that do a lot of last minute Christmas shopping for people. This is still one of our absolute biggest sellers, and what we've done is we've brought to you the pattern bundles, so that I had a book out for this. This is most of the projects that are in that book, plus some extra ones as well, and you're getting 25 in total here. You're getting both the patterns and the actual physical paper templates as well, so you can cut all your bits out, and you've got 25 patterns in total. So you've got everything from your hedgehogs, Christmas trees, foxes, owls, there's sheep in there, there's parrots, there's just, it never ends.
Well, when you think about the saving here, 25 Proggy projects, you get templates with the snip strips as well. So in there.
The snip strip is $8.99.
Yeah, okay.
So if you take that off,
so that's
you have
what?
a tenner.
A tenner for 25 projects.
Which is, do the maths.
Well, a tenner for 25 projects would be work out. How much would it work out? Go on, tell me.
It's
40 pence. All right. So 40 pence. I've been on air, live on air for 4 hours.
That was mean of me. That was mean of me. I'm sorry.
40 pence for each project, but also it's not actually going to be 40 pence because you're going to save a further 10%.
Sneaky.
As a Freedom member.
36 pence.
So thank you. I appreciate it. So look, you are getting that saving here. Again, Freedom members, go to town, get those savings. But all of those templates, 25 templates for $18.94 with the snip strip, which is $8.99.
Yes, it is. And that'll save you loads of time cutting up your bits for all of these projects as well. And I will just say, if you are going to put lights in them, like I have with the tree over there, please make sure that they are battery operated. I would not advise putting mains operated lights. Anything that's LED, you'll be absolutely fine, because it just doesn't get hot enough. But battery operated, if you are going to put lights in it.
I mean, that gives you an idea actually, because you're seeing the templates and you're just wondering, you know, how big a template would be. That's a tree. Well, that's a good sized tree. But once it's been progified, oh, it looks good.
That's a good word. I like it. We've never used that.
That's my Christmas gift to you this year.
Is it? Progified.
Progified. How cool is that? That needs to be in every home.
Have you seen the number plate matches though?
No.
Oh, when you go tonight, have a look at the number plate, and you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll have to see that. Now, we mentioned, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Talking about the batting.
So I've got the super slim batting, which so useful for a lot of these projects that we're showing you at the minute, especially, you know how we were talking about that little sewing pouch where it kind of folds over, this one here. This is perfect for it. This is our super slim batting, and it comes on a roll. I might have to, no, I'll go this side. I'll go away from the computer. That's probably a better idea. So this is 5 meters of batting on a roll, always super popular, always sells out really, really quickly. So we have got a good stock of it, I would say, and I will be very surprised if this sells out between now and tomorrow, because I think we've cracked it this time, because every time we bring it, it sells out so quickly.
And obviously now people can get the best price because you're a Freedom member, further 10%.
So it's our super slim batting, and for things like the smaller projects, for your little bags where you just want to add a little bit of body but you don't want it kind of completely stiff, this is perfect, because on this sewing pouch you're going to fold it over 4 times. So if I just roll a little bit off and we go 1, 2, 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of that. That is still at a thickness where I could get that through my sewing machine. And that's why this does so well, because it gives that little bit of body. It's a nice size as well. It's 18.5 inches, I think it's 18 or 18.5 inches wide, which is about 47 centimetres, which is perfect for your cushions and your bags, things like that, just to give it a little bit of body without actually kind of being so lofty and so heavy that you can't get multiple layers through your sewing machine. So absolutely perfect for things like this project as well, where you just want to add a little bit of body. This is from number 4, I think. This is the messenger bag from number 4.
Yeah.
So if you just want to add a little bit of body into there, because it comes with a stabiliser anyway, but maybe you want to quilt little bits of the pattern in or something like that, Super Slim is absolutely perfect for that.
Nice. £12.99 is your price, but it's not if you're a Freedom member, because you will save a further £1.29, £1, just shy of £1.30, because you get that 10% saving as well. 934972 item number. The minute we showed you that, it got busy, and I have to say it's something that Hayley touched on, that it always sells out, and I think that's a lot of repeat.
I think we cracked it though this time. I really do.
You say that every time?
I will be surprised.
Okay.
I'm very surprised this time.
Okay, now we've got more for you. So we've got some scissors, fabric scissors. Good size to these.
Yeah, and these are really nice long blade to them as well. They are 10-inch fabric scissors, and the blade is 6 inches on them. So it's a really nice long blade. These are the ones we use for cutting up all of the fabric in the office as well.
Well, that says it all, because you do a
they're
lot of
really
cutting.
nice and sharp. They've got nice big handles as well, because we've got some. We've got a couple of gentlemen that work with us, and let's just say, I've got fat fingers. There's no nice way to do it. They've got fat fingers.
And you look at my hands when you were saying that.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if you had fat fingers.
I have big hands. I
I don't think your fingers are that fat though.
No, but I do have large hands.
And they struggle with the thumb holes, and so they have adopted all of these as well, because I think for you know, especially with lads with bigger hands, then these are really, really good, and they've
it's like they were made for the big hairy Greek hands.
Several pairs of them.
Well, you know, it's an important point, the fact that if you do have slightly larger hands or fingers, you know, you will still be able to use these.
Yes.
£15.98 is your price, saving £10, 637652 item number. But remember, as a Freedom member, you'll get a further 10% saving automatic.
And they are all Sheffield steel as well, so they're all British steel.
Sheffield, and we like
Try
that.
my best. Try my best.
Oh. Thread tidies, 2 different options, and this is where we finally answer that age-old debate. Dog or cat? Which do you reckon will win?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not entering into
this. We had
this.
so
haven't
many
made
cat
any ducks
pictures
yet.
today, huh?
Haven't made any ducks
We
yet.
could have made some.
Oh, I sent more than just that one picture of ducks, you know.
Did you?
I sent a lot of pictures of ducks.
The thing is, you labelled it for the...
I labelled it as very important things for the one day special.
So we saved it for the one day special. So you've got the dog. Now the dogs are super cute,
important.
and the cats. I love both. I have to say, if I was buying one set, I think, well, at this price, you maybe get both. But I'd go for the dog, I think.
And there's one more thing. I know you need to do numbers on this, but we skipped a little one thing on the way past, and we need to go and get that.
By the way?
Yes,
right?
that's fine. That's correct.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay, because Hayley was like, you look at that price like, oh, is it a bit lower than you thought?
Well, no, because I don't like to say it, because when we say we've done something wrong, everybody jumps on it, and then it makes it worse, so I'm just going to shut up.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to tell you, that price is wrong, so take advantage. £9.98, it's not meant to be that low.
Don't encourage it.
Saving £16, huh?
Don't encourage it.
It's just between us. Buy it, it's really good. 979328 your item number. Now, what did we? Oh, it's needles.
Yes,
sorry, that
really,
was my
really
fault.
important. And again, if we've got loads and loads of projects with the one day special, that's lots and lots of sewing, and it is recommended that you change your needle every. It says every project. That's incredibly vague. I would say if you fill a bottom bobbin, that's usually between 60 and 100 meters, depending on the thickness of the thread. So, I would say if you've done 60 to 100 meters of sewing, it's probably time to change your needle, because most of the problems you will have with your machine will just be that the needle's blunt. It'll be skipping steps, it'll be doing all sorts of strange things, it can send the tension off. First thing, if your machine's doing strange things, is to change that needle. And in that bundle that Yanis was showing you there, you've got 2 sets of 90s, so that's 2 sets of 80s, and that's your normal on. That's the one you're going to use for quilts, for most of your projects. And then you've got 2 sets of assorted needles, which is 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s. So 70s, the smaller the number, the finer the fabric. So that's for like your organzas, your muslins, your lightweight fabrics. And then your 90s is probably your canvases, and then your 100s will be really heavy stuff like your denims.
Perfect. £9.96 is your price there, saving £6. 716864 your item number. Don't forget your 10% a discount if you're a Freedom member on everything, which means anything on the website, anything on live shows, you will get that discount. So do take advantage. Lots to discover on there as well. So you have got lots to discover. Lots of 5-star reviews too, 4-star reviews. So, you know, you can see here, Hayley, oh, there's the super slim batting. Now that's 5-star reviews, very, very popular every time we bring that to you. And don't forget the Proggy as well, which is a massive discount. What, 65% discount, £65 discount. All right, we've got about 10 minutes.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Do you want to go back to the one-day special, and I will show you the very, very latest Fabazine that we've just done, number 9.
Yeah, let's do that.
So there it is. Paper templates, number 9. So it always, you know, we start off, we always have an embroidered doodle in each of them. Now this doesn't have to be used in just on a hoop. You could then transfer that same design onto anything. You could use it to transfer and then use for free motion embroidery. Yeah. You could transfer it onto a larger piece, put it onto a bag or a cushion or anything you like. It's just kind of all the elements are there, so you don't necessarily have to use them for the projects that were on there. Absolutely you can if you want to.
That's having the freedom of being able to, you've got the USB, you're printing off, and then again, perfect opportunity to print off onto calico.
Yeah, absolutely. There's 43 pages in this one. It's a whopper. So that's one of those backings where you need to join the pieces together just to make sure that you've got everything that will print on an A4 for you, because I would rather do that than give you a piece that you're then going to have to print out on A4 and then take somewhere to blow up.
Resize,
because then that, for me, that just defeats the object. So totally now we've got the boho bag template. So you can see that's one of the straps. I'm just going to zoom this back out again because I think it's a little bit easier to see when you can actually see the edges of the pages. Yeah. So there's, you can see that one will join on. That will create your whole template. The bag, the belt pouch is on there as well. Oh, that one handy. We did actually as a Halloween-y design for that one. So, you know, maybe if you didn't want it in Halloween design, then you can use it in any shape or colour of fabric that you like now. And then after the belt pouch, we've got the little pumpkin bag. Again, the pumpkin bag, we printed as a pumpkin. However, the pattern itself, absolutely still valid if you want to make it into something else. It has kind of 2 long strips that come up the top. So if you wanted to make it into maybe a rabbit or something like that, those Easter. Long strips could be ears. Yeah, make it as an Easter pouch. Why not? Okay. But we have given you the kind of pattern. So if you did want to make it into a pumpkin, the actual kind of template that you could trace on and add to the design is there. And obviously we've got leaves on those side pieces that I mentioned, which kind of tie at the top. But if you want to take that pattern off and you want to make it into ears and make it into one for Easter, absolutely you can. So this is the applique puffin template. You're going to be able to take all the 4 pieces and put together the background, and then you've got all of those separate sections which you could cut out and applique on in different fabrics. We've left the things like the embroidery on there as well. If you want to include that, you can. You don't have to now because it's not printed on there. The bobbin bunting, that's up behind you, and that one's really, really cute. We've made it, obviously we've printed them, but if you just want to cut the next one down, Yanis, it's the bobbins.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. So if you want to make them as, that's in number 1. So the Scotty dogs, everything that's up is in there somewhere, but that's the bobbins in number 2. Now you could make real ones of these. You could maybe make them out of cardboard or paper instead and just wrap some wool or some floss around it. So you've got, you know, a paper version. It's entirely up to you. What we're giving you are the tools to take everything that we've done in the Fabazine and take it further.
Do you know what's interesting? We were going through issue number 9. Can we actually now look at the magazine? Have you got the magazine to hand?
Not for number 9. I think you've got that one over there. I've got number. I've got
Where's number 9?
I've got a denim, I've got a zips, and I've got an 8.
Can we see number 9? We'll get that to you. I'll let Ben hand that to you, because it'd be interesting. You've shown us the templates that we're going to get on the USB, and then the way it works is you've got all of the Fabazines now, so you would follow the instructions on the Fabazines, and then obviously print off your designs, and you can make as many as you like here.
Absolutely.
You're not just restricted.
No,
because
you're not
if you buy a
restricted.
Fabazine, it's incredible value for money. You make one, but obviously it's great. With this, you can carry on making and making
and make and make. And this is a great gift for somebody who maybe is just starting out, because there are so many patterns on here. There's something for everybody.
What about making to sell?
Yep, that's absolutely fine. As long as you're not printing off and selling the actual pattern that we've given you.
If we physically make it.
If you physically make it, you can sell it. That's no problem at all.
All right, that's cool.
You can use our patterns to, sell products, but not the actual patterns themselves. So let me go back to that pumpkin pouch, because if I scooch back to that, you'll see from there, the face and the pattern is already on there. But what you can do is you can change that. So those leafy kind of bits that tie over the top, there you go. You can kind of see it quite clearly there. It's a pouch where you've got a couple of bits of elastic in there, so it kind of bunches in a little bit. But if you wanted to replace that pumpkin face with a little rabbit face and put it into a yellow or maybe a pink or a white, so you can make a rabbit out of it, some little pink ears, and then tie that up, you've got an Easter pouch.
Easily. And look,
So,
as crafters, this is what we do so well.
That's the puffin applique that we had a look at as well. So you can see all of the backgrounds there that you can put together to put it on. So it will show you that shape, it'll give you a template. But you could always, if you've got a light box, print it out and then just use a heat erasable marker or something and just mark it on, so you're not actually transferring everything across. Or if you're just doing embroidery, you could always use that design again. There's so much now you can kind of take from one project and move on to another.
Nice.
That's what we got. What we got next? Oh, blending bricks.
Yeah.
So that one's there. That's one that would have been an acrylic template, but what we've done on the USB is we've given you exactly the same sizes and shapes, but we've given you them so that you can print them out. So you could print them out, maybe take that piece of paper and stick it onto a more solid piece of card and cut that out.
Nice.
So you've got some more solid ones, and then in the instructions it will give you lots of different ways that you can put those blocks together to create squares, and then put those squares together to create your finished piece. So there's absolutely page keepers. These were a super cute one, and these are brilliant for using up all kinds of little leftovers of fabric as well. And they were great as an alternative for a bookmark. Teacup coin purse. This one, super cute, but obviously we did it in quite a floral design. Maybe you're wanting to do kind of blue and whites, get it kind of Delft looking.
Or more masculine if you want to use like something steampunk or something.
Yeah, why not? You can do all of this now, because what you're getting is you're getting the templates, you're getting the shapes and the sizes that you need, but you're also getting your instruction booklets as well. So absolutely everything is there.
We can make it as many times.
you.
Like, let's say you wanted to make one for somebody they like florals. Great. If you know somebody who likes more grungy, so you can make it time and time again, and that is the beauty of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you, even if you wanted to make it in leather, assuming you've got a machine that will take that and will do that, then why not?
That's cool. That's cool.
You want a leather teacup now?
Yeah. Well, who doesn't?
I don't know if, well, you can if you like.
Yeah.
So things like the embroidery bag, this again, super cute one. Really, really useful, because you had some little kind of see-through pouches on one side, and then enough space to get a good kind of sized hoop in there. I think there's about a 7 or an 8-inch hoop that would fit in there.
Yeah.
So you've got your little polar bear.
Characters. Now, Hayley, I've got to interrupt and just let
buttons.
everyone know at home that we have got queues on our phone lines. This is the launch of a one-day special. You have never seen this before. This is the Fabazine in a totally unique format, because what you're doing is you will get, and Ben, I need the magazine back,
Ben.
but you will get all 9 Fabazines, and you've got the USB in there as well. So the USB, and this is why I'm saying that the Fabazine has never been brought to you like this before. So there are so many lovers of the Fabazine, but you are getting, we're saying, a minimum of 90 projects. There are probably a few more. So with regard to Fabazine, just to give you a little background knowledge, the issues 1 to 4 will be retired at the end of the year. So this is your last opportunity to get issues 1 to 4.
And all the special editions are getting retired too.
Oh, okay. And the special editions are
so
going to get retired
the zips,
too.
the denim, the weaving.
And I'll tell you what I'd like to do right now, just seeing the Fabazines. Can I just hold up some examples just to show you? Look at this. So this gives you an idea of the kind of projects that you're going to be making. So beautiful applique work. We've got characters in the form of the hippo and the elephant, and bags. You've got floral flowers over here. You've got pin cushions. You've got more bags. I mean, there is a huge amount. I've just literally touched the tip of the iceberg on this. This is your one-day special. 2 flexi payments of $44.95 with 2 flexi payments as well. So you can split that in half. And you're also, as a Freedom member, automatically going to save 10% there. Something else you're going to save 10% on is the batting, and that's always a bestseller. My goodness. It's flying off. Hayley said she thought she had enough to last.
Yeah, I thought I'd cracked it this time.
Well, I don't know if you have.
I think we'll be all right.
$12.99 your price, but you will be saving further 10% if you're a Freedom member. Why is it always so popular? So
the batting is 5 metres of batting, and it's equivalent, if we were to do you kind of 1.5 metre by 1.5 metre, a big square of batting, there'd still be a little bit more on here. So it's just much easier to handle as well, especially for your smaller projects. It's so much easier to handle as the smaller piece on a roll. It's the perfect width for bags, for cushions, for things like table runners, things like that. You can just cut off as much as you need rather than having a great big square and having to cut a little chunk out and then going back to that great big square, and you can't use it in a quilt because there's a bit missing out the corner.
And you're saying like folding it over as well makes a difference.
Yes, this one is the super slim, and if you have got projects where you're going to do multiple layers, because that's now rolled over, there's 6 layers there, and I'd still be able to fit that through my machine because it's not, it's about equivalent to 2 layers of something like our super soft where it's a bit more lofty.
Perfect. Hayley, it has been an absolute pleasure.
You're very welcome.
What are your plans then for the rest of Christmas Eve?
I do not know. I think I'm going to go shut the ducks in.
Oh.
I'm hoping Matt to shut them in, maybe give them some peas for Christmas dinner.
Christmas peas? Bit of sweet corn as well?
I'm going to make them, peas and sweet corn and mealworms is going to be their Christmas dinner.
What are you going to have for Christmas dinner tomorrow?
I don't know. We're off to the in-laws.
Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, it's going to be good then. You're going to be eating well. Someone's going to be eating well tomorrow. Enjoy, Hayley. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, and I'll see you in the new year.
Yeah, when are you back? I'm
back on the 27th. We've got a bit of a sales show, but I do actually think the stock may be live now, so maybe go and sneak ahead for that. Just, you know.
What, and get our further 10% discount?
10%, yeah.
Sneaky. I love your style. Yeah,
Sneaky.
Do get ahead. Thank you so much for your company. I really do hope, and this is on behalf of myself and the whole team, we hope you have the most fantastic Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Thank you very much.